Hello. We are doing a big unboxing today. Before I start, I wanted to talk about what's inside the box. This is the Queen vinyl box set, and this is something I've been desiring for years. Big Queen fan. One of the first bands that I got into. If you're wondering what all that noise is in the background, that's Alex enjoying his dinner. He's just having a big drink of water. I never plan these videos. I feed the dog, set the camera up, and you just hear the dog going. But I digress. Yeah, when I was a kid, when I was young, Queen were the first band. Always had my eyes on the Works box set, which was a big vinyl box set back in the day. But of course, see you, Alex. He's leaving now. He's had his dinner. Now he's clearing off. But never had the money for it, of course. And I never actually collected any Queen vinyls over the years. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a conscious decision. I just never saw any around in the second-hand record shops. So, I've never owned any Queen on vinyl. And today we're going to put it right. So when this big box was announced, I was like, oh wow, very excited about it. But the finances not being as good as they are, I've been having cold feet about it. I did actually try and cancel the order the other day, but the people at Queen said no, you'll have to return it as it's already been processed, which seems to go against the Distance Selling Act regulations. But anyway, it's here now, and I shall be putting stuff on eBay to cover the cost. So yes, I'm very, very excited about this. I may get emotional, So yeah, this is a big box. This is a big box set, and like I said, we're doing it a bit differently. We're doing it live. Well, I do them live anyway, but you're actually seeing my reaction rather than me panning down on it. Hopefully, this works. I've never done one like this before, but hopefully this should work out fine. Now we've got old Swissy here. He's still good for it. But, I mean, this box absolutely weighs a ton and then some. So I don't know where I'm going to put it. If I put it on the shelf, the shelf will probably fall down. So I've got all this documentation on the top, which we hide that over there. Right, we're in. Swissy can go back in the pocket. And first, this is the Queen tote bag. Look at that! Wow, this comes free. This means I can go and buy my Brussels sprouts and hold them in this. I have absolutely no use for this, but I'm sure if Verity sees it, she'll really want it. Actually, while we're here, I'll show you Verity's old lunchbox. See, this is my daughter's old lunchbox. She had this in the infants. It's gone a bit rusty now, but see, that's how cool my daughter is. So anyway, we've got this tote bag, which, frankly, yeah. Oh my god. Silly ones were. Oh, I'm not going to be able to lift that out. So, I'll tip it upside down. Now these things get wedged, don't they? So, there you go. That is a professional unboxing tip there for you, just in case you've missed it. So we've got a box within a box within a box. Ow. Oh my goodness, there it is. Wow. Oh, crikey, he weighs a ton. Wow. So there it is. God knows where I'm going to put it, he said. So, this is the box. That's the back of the box. That's the side of the box, and there's the front of the box. Wow. Wowie. That slips off, just in case you didn't see. There it is. That's all very nice. And then on the back, it shows you exactly what you've got and all the different colours of the vinyls. Again, this is a coloured vinyl edition, and yeah. Oh my. Oh. And it comes with 2 packets of silica gel. Remember, kids, don't eat these. You're not allowed to eat them. Throw them away. Quite big. Listen. Good percussion sounds. Anyway, they're in the bin. So, wow. Oh God. Oh boy. So we've got this big book at the front. Wow, look at that. My goodness. Wow. Oh wow, and it's all the finals are there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not going to be making any funnies about this. Not like some of the other videos. Oh my goodness. Seems a shame to undo these, but there you go. Oh. I'm again will love to have a look at this. She's a big Queen fan. So is Herbie, but she really. I've got a big Queen book I've got for my birthday that very likes to look at. So yeah, I've got this lovely big book. I don't know, I can't remember how many pages it is. Probably something like 180 or something. And wow, it certainly is. Yeah, well, it's just really good stuff. Let's see if I can give you a little look. What I'll do is I'll show you this one. I'll flip it in post. So it'll look upside down, but then we'll flip it around. How's that? That sounds like a fun way of doing it. Crack. Oh, that's the newness. Oh, that's lovely stuff, man. Again, it's a real one for the fans. So I've never seen that advert. Wow. There's a little model of death on 2 legs there. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to love going through this. As I've always said before, the robot always reminds me of my dear old dad for some reason. It's the blank expression. Oh look, there was even a model made of it. Wow, that's really cool stuff. Yeah, wow. Now we're talking. That's more like it. Oh dear. Yeah, this is really good stuff. Like I said, very high quality. It smells fantastic. Highlander and Flash Gordon, 2 of my favourite films, funny enough. Whoops, incredibly heavy to hold as well. Yeah, well, I'm going to drop it. But anyway, hopefully you're enjoying this not very good unboxing. But so anyway, that's the book. You see. Put it on there, don't get. Now we've got the albums. Of course, this is the first one. And again, it's I would imagine that's a faithful reproduction. I've got nothing to compare it to. I've got a terrible Queen fan. But it's got a Virgin. A Virgin, their label now, I don't know. Yeah, it's got a little Virgin logo at the top there, which is a bit peculiar. And so we get an inner bag. There's actually an inner bag with all the lyrics on, which are pretty cool. And we have the vinyl itself, which is, I believe, purple. Oh wow, look at that. Coming out blue on my camera, but trust me, it's purple. I'll have to adjust the thing. Oh wow. Oh man, I can't wait to put this on and hear it. I know I'm going to be doing over the weekend. I hate these bags though, they're just so hard to get things in and out of, and getting the album stuck to the sticky stuff. I much prefer vinyl bags. You know, the PVC ones. So in we go. And this is, of course, Queen 2 with the Marlene Dietrich pose, Mick Rock cover. Again, feels substantial because this is a double. Wait till we've seen what they've done with this. Again, oh, lovely glossy sleeve there, very shiny. And there's the band. And again, this didn't have a side one or side two. This had all. So I've got a bag again with all the lyrics on, and then you've got a separate. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, with this one you have a black side and a white side, and I don't know if you can see that. There is an etching. I don't know if I'm going to catch that on the camera. Oh dear, that's a shame. But there is an etching, and it's of the Queen Phoenix logo and Queen 2. Just so you can describe it. And these vinyls are very, very, very thick. You'd expect them to be. These are, I don't know if they're 180 gram. I think they are. I'd imagine they're 180 gram. I know some are putting out 200 gram. It's like there's a competition going on. And the other side is, oh god, it's stuck in the gatefold. Oi. There we go. And there's the inner bag. And this is the inner bag with the lyrics on. And lovely white vinyl there. Look at that. And again, etched on the B side again. Not really picking it up, I'm afraid, but yeah. I just can't wait to get this on and listen to it. I really can't wait. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, he said. And we all know that Queen 2 is probably their most proggy album, so I did do a prog review of it back in the day, so whoops, in you go. And like I said, that just feels so substantial. Ooh, just got to get back in the sleeve now. This is what you're tuning for. I'm going to split these things. They're so flimsy. They're horrible bags. I hate them. I'd have been better off putting them in proper deluxe PVC vinyl bags. Sheer heart attack. This is where the band starts to, find their voice. It's a great album. In a bag with lyrics. and the actual vinyl itself, which is in a lovely red. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Go back in. I'll speed this up. Whoops. And the classic Night of the Opera edition, it has got the embossed front, which I know is a feature of the original. Because again, you want the sleeves to be as authentic too. And again, it's a lovely matte sleeve with an embossed front there, and it feels absolutely fantastic. And again, you've got all the lyrics on the inner gatefold. And we have a lovely sleeve there. This one, funnily enough, is on white vinyl as well. There we go. Who'd have thunk it? But yeah, classic album. It really does show the band at their strength. Again, the great thing about Queen album is when you get a Queen album, you're treated to loads of different styles of song. Each writer brings something different, and that's what I used to enjoy. I remember getting this one. I've got this one on cassette. Those were the days. For Christmas. I can't remember how old I was, maybe about 14, and I just thought it was, again, it's just a revelation, Not embossed, unfortunately, but still lovely sleeve there, big gatefold. But yeah, I just remember listening to it over the Christmas period, and oh wow, that's different. So you got that, and you've also got, look, there's a cut out there. I guess that's how the original must have come. I wouldn't know. And this one is, curious enough, on black vinyl. There you go. Lovely picture label there. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it was great stuff. Getting these albums for Christmas, and in those days, because money was tight. I didn't get much pocket money. Every album I got, you kind of consumed. And enjoyed it. That's what I mean about those sticky things. I hate them. And you just enjoyed the records you got. And that's that one. News of the World, with a cover by Kelly Friss. He was an amazing sci-fi artist, and this was adapted from one of his own works. The band saw it, I believe, and thought, wow, we could use that, and so they did. And look at it, and on the inside you got that. Again, I just think it's just so cool. CDs just don't do justice to these artworks. I know it sounds corny and a cliche, but and of course you get the inner bag, the original inner bag there. Daddy, he's watching. Oh, I doubt it. Oh dear. But anyway, lovely green, almost clear, not solid, transparent. Lovely bit of vinyl there. And again, this album, there's such a variety of music, from their punk version of Sheer Heart Attack, to We Will Rock You, Are the Champions, My Melancholy Blues. Just some great tracks on there. A real variety of music. And that's why I love Queen, you know, because you get an album and it's all different. Jazz, it's an interesting one. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think there's some really interesting stuff on here. Dead on Time, is a personal favourite, which is all about the Rat Race. Oh, it's embossed as well, front and back cover embossed. Love it. You've got kind of love that. Look, it's optical illusion there. And yeah, Fat Bottom Girls, Mustafa. It's pink. Wow, pink to match the jazz lettering. But yeah, I can. You know, a lot of people kind of give this one an odd review, but I don't know. I've always liked it. And I liked. Was it More of That Jazz, which kind of sample was early sampling. You hear they work in all the songs from the album into it, and I think it's really. I just used to think, wow, it's a really clever bit of studio stuff. I thought it was really clever at the time. And of course, if we can get the other sleeve out, it's got the lyrics on. He said, but if we open it up, I don't know. Will we get in trouble from YouTube? I don't know. Let's see. It's the classic poster from the bicycle race video shoot. Wow, look at that. It's funny because when they did the CD reissues, they had a tiny little version of that. Don't know if you remember. It's absolutely tiny. Now we've got all the detail. Don't need to use my magnifying glass anymore. Oh dear. The game. And the game is all shiny. Shiny. That really is reflective. I don't know, something about the game. It's a bit sterile as an album for me. I don't know what it is. I've never really... I mean, he has played a game, Dragon Attack, Another White Bites the Dust, Crazy Thing Called Love. Coming Soon, that's probably my favourite track on the album. And of course, Save Me. There's the picture. Sleeve in a sleeve. And of course, really, they should have done this as silver, but it's kind of a grey. You know, can you imagine if it had been a metallic silver vinyl? But then a grey vinyl. I mean, it's lovely because you've got a lovely marble to it, which is really, really cool. In fact, I'll probably really enjoy this album if I listen to it again, because I haven't listened to this album in years, so, you know, again, I used to religiously listen to this stuff. It was just crazy. So I only had all the Queen albums. That was how my collection started, all the Queen albums on tape, and then when the CD came in, I slowly upgraded them to CD. Of course, Flash Gordon even. Flash Gordon's the porno version. Who remembers that? Come on, you must have seen it. There's Flash jumping up there at the end. Yeah, wow. Mike Hodges, again, I talked about him the other day. He was responsible for Get Carter as well, which is another one of my favourite movies. And this, and it's a good director can make great films in all genres. And yeah, so there's the inner bag. And it is a really good soundtrack album. It really is a good soundtrack. You know, the Queen music with that film, you know, they go together. And I pray and hope they never try and make a sequel. And if they do make a sequel, it should be as camp as possible. It should be, but they could never do it because it's the only way that us Brits can pull it off. You know, with our long tradition of pantomime and stuff like that. So, you know, I hope and pray they never try and revive Flash Gordon, because we already know Gordon's alive, don't we? In our hearts and in our minds, and it's not going back in the sleeve. Son of a... I'll come to you later. Now this is the best album. We all know this is the best album that Queen ever made. It's called Hot Space. I don't really want to talk about it, you know. It's like a bad memory, because again, this is one of those albums. I saved up hard money to buy it, and it was Oh man, oh, Vietnam style flashback. So there you go. There's in a bag, and here's the vinyl itself. It is just, it's not an album I can listen to. There's some good bits. Put Out the Fire, Action This Day, and of course Under Pressure. But and Les Palabras de Amor, which is the great ballad. But all the disco stuff, which arrived like I don't know how many years too late. I mean, what were they thinking? If this had arrived, I don't know, it's 1977. They'd have been pioneers, but they almost seem like old-fashioned. It seemed like a really old. It feels like an old-fashioned album. Those disco tracks like Dancer and that. The Works. Now this one got me through my time in hospital when I was a teenager. Because I had pneumonia. I've told this story before. I had pneumonia at one Christmas and nearly died. And listening to this, because I only had a couple of tapes. This and Greatest Hits, which really got me through it. And so again, I know this album inside out religiously. It's funny, but I mean it's a really good album. Again, after Hot Space, to produce this, which is it's a really good comeback. Oh, look at that! What a love it! Probably camera's not doing it justice, but it's a lovely red. Oh man! But yeah, it's a really good album, and it has a special place in my heart. Like these albums do. It takes you back. And we have now. This is because A Kind of Magic is kind of a semi-soundtrack album to Highlander, because some of the tracks on this appear in Highlander, and some of it, what we want is a proper Highlander soundtrack album. It doesn't properly exist, though it was advertised at the time. Funny enough, wow, look at that. And of course, the animations are taken from the Kind of Magic video. But yeah, it's not. I don't find it a great album because it is part soundtrack, part album. It kind of falls between two stools. Oh, is that orange? And so I don't know. I find it a bit of a peculiar thing, and it's not an album that it just feels odd. It's not a bad album. It just feels like it just don't feel right. It just don't feel right. What a great summation there. I'm a man of words on it. This is a good one. The Miracle. I can remember waiting patiently for this one to come out. As of course, I Want It All, and I Want It Fried. Find the reference to that. So there you go. Eyes Everywhere. Again, this was the future. It was done on computers, and it was quite an eye-catching campaign when they did it. And again, I had all the CD singles from this, but I sold them like a fool. I sold them, and that is almost like turquoisey kind of colour. Yeah, it's not a bad album. Bits I like, some bits I like better than others. But it reminds me again. It's music. It reminds you of a time I was just started going out with the missus and everything, and me and my friend Ian was talking about it. And it just takes you back, doesn't it? It takes you back to a certain time. Innuendo. And this takes me back to a time, 1991. Shortly after this was released, I think yeah. This was my first dog ride when this came out. So a little bit emotional. So I just remember that feeling a bit sad. But this was I thought this was a really good album at the time. And I knew what it was. I knew it was their last album. And and I loved the artwork as well. I thought it was really cool. And of course, we know on Innuendo, Steve Howe pops on, doesn't he? So there's your prog thing, and Innuendo is a very proggy kind of track for Queen at that time. I remember when that was released. And again, it's all about it's about Innuendo, and it's obvious what Mr. Mercury is talking about. And it's a great shame what happened. Oh, did I show you the inner? Ah, there's the inner. I just love it. It is a great, it's a really strong album. You know, yeah, a couple of tracks I'm not too big fans on, but you know, Innuendo, Slightly Mad, Headlong, Days of Our Lives, Ride the Wild Wind, I Can't Live With You, Delilah, Hitman, I'm a hitman, stand aside, Bijou, and of course the mighty The Show Must Go On, because it does, even when you're gone. There are no more curtain calls, the show still carries on without you. This is no rehearsal. This is not even a read through, this is the main event. And yeah, so yeah, it's a good album. Really strong album. Finally, it's made in heaven. Again, I don't like this album. It's because I just think they should have stopped at Innuendo. You know, posthumous albums, you know, I don't think they ever really work. Mainly because, like, you know, Freddie wasn't really in, well, he wasn't, couldn't be involved in it. But I just, you know, yeah, I don't get anything from it. You know, but I understand why they did it, because he did insist that they finished with the tapes that they were on. But you know, for me, hard listen, it's hard to listen to. And we get a little Made in Heaven poster. I didn't know if that must have come with the original. Wow. In a bag, and we have. Oh, lovely blue, royal blue. Look at that. And again, it's almost translucent. Oh, I've got to get it back of that. It's crunching it up. Sorry I'm not talking more, it's just I don't want to crumple anything, so I'm really concentrating on what I'm doing. And like I said, this wasn't going to be a funny one, because it's Queen. And we've got another poster here. Wow. See, another poster. And then there's another one. Isn't that nice? Each member of the band with Freddie. That's nice, that. And in a bag. Wow. Kind of a clear vinyl. A nice smoky. I don't know how you describe it, but yeah, so that's that. It's been an amazing wait for this, and I do look forward to going through them all and listening. I'm not going to put them all back in the box. Oh, look, there's a download code in there as well. I'm not going to put them all in the box just yet. I've got to put them all back in their sleeves. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all this. Hope you enjoy it. Remember to thumbs up, thumbs down. You know the routine. And that's the missus calling. So I've got to go. And one more thing to say, and that is ta-ta.